Let's be honest, doing hard things is not easy. Whether it's working out, studying, or tackling a big work project. Our brains often resist this because we want instant gratification. We don't want delay. We want to do things that keeps us in our comfort zone, when honestly, we need to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. So what if I told you there's a way to trick your brain to do the hard things? And not only do them, but actually like doing the hard things. Today I'm sharing proven strategies to make the tough tasks feel doable and enjoyable. First, let's understand why the hard things seem to be so difficult to do in the first place. So here's the thing, your brain is wired to avoid pain and seek out pleasure. No one wants to do things that are challenging, that are hard, that will require real effort and grit, but everyone wants to lay back, relax, and enjoy. When you're faced with a challenge, your brain automatically sees a level of stress about to happen. It often feels threatened. Your peace is threatened. Your relaxation is threatened. So your brain is going to try and avoid it at all costs. So instead of doing that hard thing, it tries to steer you to your comfort zone, which is why procrastination is a thing. You wonder why you didn't get to the dishes is because your brain alerted doing the dishes as a stressor. So instead of doing the dishes right away, you procrastinate. Procrastination is a natural resistance to doing something hard. It's a part of you in a way. Some are better than others when it comes to tackling it, but realistically, we all procrastinate at one point or another. But the good news is that your brain is flexible and you can train your mind to see things in a different way. How to rewire your brain? A little secret is to basically just trick the way your mind sees hard tasks. Trick your mind into seeing something difficult as being easy. You can rewire your brain by changing your approach on how you see and think about hard tasks. It's about associating these tasks with positive feelings, with rewards, with things that you believe. You train your brain to believe that has a good outcome, that feels good, that will be good for you. So instead of your brain craving to resist it, your brain is going to crave to do it. So one of the best ways to trick your mind, which is trick number one, is to break the task down into smaller chunks and then celebrate the little wins that you do when you complete those steps. So say, for example, you want to clean your whole apartment. Let's be honest, a lot of us can't clean it in a day, right? But maybe you start with the bathroom on Monday, the kitchen on Tuesday, the living room on Wednesday, and by the end of the week, you have your whole place deep clean. Instead of feeling the pressure of trying to do everything in one day, you've allowed yourself to break it down into little pieces throughout the week that is more manageable and realistic. And by the end of the week, you decide to treat yourself, whether it's to ice cream or your favorite restaurant, hanging out with a friend. That reward feels that much sweeter because you got the hard thing done and you did it in a way that was manageable. Another example, instead of writing a whole report, say you have a book report, you have a work project, you break it down into smaller chunks that is doable, that will allow you to not feel overwhelmed. And then every time you finish a part, you celebrate, you do something small that allows your brain to realize, oh, this is actually a good thing. Those little victories releases a dopamine effect, which is the feel-good chemical we all know and heard of that makes your brain want to keep going. I personally do this all the time when I'm feeling overwhelmed doing any project, specifically, let's be honest, editing a YouTube video. When I see that I have like an hour I have to edit down, I break it down into smaller chunks so that I don't feel overwhelmed and end up procrastinating on finishing it. Next trick is something called temptation building. Excuse me, I said building. Temptation bundling method. So the temptation bundling method is basically pairing a hard task with a fun or rewarding activity. For example, only let yourself listen to your favorite podcast while working out or cleaning. Washing the dishes, going back to washing the dishes. Maybe you watch your favorite show while you wash the dishes, or you play your favorite song while you wash the dishes. You are in a way distracting your mind from focusing on the workload, allowing you to be at peace when you're doing it. Like washing dishes may not seem like a stressor, but for some people it is. So having something to distract, to ease your mind, will allow you to focus on the task. It's honestly a game changer for productivity as well as motivation. Next tip and trick is to visualize positive outcome. Now, I know we've all heard of visualize, vision boards, this, that, and the third, but let's be honest. How many of us actually do it? Like let's be totally honest, no judgment here. How many times have you taken out your day, out your week, out the month to visualize positive outcomes for the things that you want in life, for the things that you want to accomplish, for the things that you want to do. We don't do it as often as we say, myself included, because in reality, we often visualize the bad outcome. We automatically do that. I don't know why, but we automatically do it. We have to get to a point where we train our brains to see it working out, to see whatever we're doing is going to work out at the end. So that way we're not jumping to conclusions that things are going to be bad, when honestly that's just an assumption. It's just an assumption. It's not real. It hasn't happened yet. It's your imagination. So take that same imagination and imagine it working out. Imagine whatever you're doing actually working out. I wrote here, spend a minute imagining how great you feel once hard things is done. Maybe you feel proud, maybe you feel excited, maybe you feel confident. All of those things are going to be true because you did something hard. Visualization activates your brain's reward centers. Yes, your brain has reward centers, making the effort of what you're doing seem worth it. I personally do this during tough workouts. I put one song on, and I start to make that step. And I kid you not, just tell yourself, okay, we just do this for 2 minutes. We just do this for 5 minutes. Once you get into it, you start to feel like you want to keep going because you're already on it. You're already doing it. Whether Stairmasters, whether you're lifting weights, whatever you're doing, you already start doing it. So your body's naturally going to want to continue. What they like to say, what stays in motion, what goes in motion stays in motion, what moves in motion stays in motion. You know what I'm talking about. But literally, you just keep going until you're done. And by the end, you feel good. I can't tell you how many times I've had workouts where I did not feel like doing it. And I did it and I felt so good afterward. Like I felt so proud of myself because I did something that I truly, honestly didn't want to do at the time. And I proved to myself that I could do hard things. You can do hard things. So visualize yourself completing the task and moving towards that vision. Take time out your day, even if it's 1 minute. Something that you're trying to do, whether it's working out, applying for a new job. You just take the time to visualize your outcome, the positive outcome, what you want to see in that. See it, believe it, and move forward towards it. It will be something that truly shifts your mindset completely if you make it a habit, which goes into the next tip and trick. Make it a habit. Okay, listen, yes, this is very generic, but let's be real. We don't make things a habit as much as we do. We make the bad things habit more than the good things habit. So let's be honest. In order to see things happen, in order to be able to do hard things consistently, we have to make it a habit. Whether it's you want to go to bed on time, you want to wake up at a better time, you want to work out, you want to have a cleaner environment, whether you want to, get your work done on time and not be lollygagging into the weekend and now your weekend's gone because you didn't do your work during the week. You gotta make it a habit. Now this means there's going to be some planning involved, and you may not like to plan, you may not be a person that likes structure, but realistically speaking, as human beings, we need structure. We need a bit of structure in order to actually get things done. So first things first is to make it a habit. And this is the thing, habits change over time, but it's better to have a habit than to not have it at all. You want things to become a routine, because if it's a routine, it means by default, even on your worst days, you don't feel like it, you're going to do it because it's a routine. It's your default habit. Your brain doesn't have to debate whether it's hard or not. You're just going to automatically do it. And to do this, you want to start small. If you're new to the habit thing, if you've tried it before, maybe you just did too much. You want to start with something small so that you can be consistent. So let's say it's making up your bed every morning. By doing this every morning, over time, your brain stops resisting and starts building momentum. You are literally going to feel like this is a part of your life. So even if you wake up not feeling like you want to do it, you're going to do it anyways because it is a habit that's built within you now. Listen, the hardest part is always the first step. But once you start, it will get easier. Next tip and trick is to change your self-talk. And yes, this is another generic type of tip, but it's so real and it's so simple. That's why I have to say it, because we don't do it. We are not kind to ourselves. How many times do you praise yourself? Do you compliment yourself? Do you tell yourself you can do things? It's easy for us to tell other people, like, we tell strangers more than we tell ourselves. We tell somebody walking down the street, oh, I like your outfit, I like your shirt, oh, you're so beautiful, da, da, da. When have you looked in the mirror and told yourself you're beautiful, told yourself you're handsome, and admired your face, admired the outfit you put together, admired the way you walk, admired the way you talk? How many times have you actually spoke positive about yourself? You know something we do often though? Oh my God, girl, I look a mess. Oh my God, I need to redo my hair. Oh my God, girl, my nails look horrible. I know some of y'all guilty. because I'm guilty of it too. Stop doing all that negative self-talk. A lot of times too, we be pointing out things people ain't paying attention to. Ain't nobody gonna know your hair not done properly if you put it in a way that looks like it's properly, especially if somebody just complimented you, like literally just said, oh my God, your hair looks so good. Why on earth would you open up your mouth? My mom would like to say, would you fix your lips to say, oh girl, this is so old, I need to get it redone, my roots, da da da. Clearly they couldn't see it if they gave you a compliment about it. Why are you pointing it out? Stop it. Stop it. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. And this is across the board, even when doing hard things. Stop saying bad things. Stop saying bad things about yourself. Don't say, oh my God, this is too hard. Oh my God, I can't do this. I'm not able, I'm not capable, I'm not good at this, da 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 da. Instead of doing that, change your words, reframe how you see it, and say, oh, this is going to challenge me. Oh, this is something new I've never done before, so I know I'm going to be challenged and I'm going to grow in my skills. Presto changeo, a better way of saying it, because let's be honest, you're not going to know how to do everything right away. You're not going to be a professional at everything you start, whatever you're trying to do. But you doing the hard thing is going to allow you to build that skill, allow you to get better so that you can become good at it. Positive self-talk changes how your brain perceives effort. It turns frustration into motivation. It turns self-doubt into confidence. So change your self-talk. So listen, I know hard things seem challenging and sometimes you really don't want to do it. But if you remember that the hard things are there to not only challenge you but help shape and mold you to become a better version of yourself, it will be that much easier to do the hard things.